When most people hear the word malware, they think about viruses, ransomware, stolen password, and hacked computers. But if you're an offensive security engineer or malware analyst, malware is something completely different. It is simply software. Software is written to achieve objectives, sometimes legitimate in controlled environments, sometimes malicious in the real world. In this series, I'm going to teach you how malware actually works internally, not so you can deploy it, but so you can understand how attackers build software and how defenders detect it. So, hey everyone, welcome to this brand new Malware Development with C series. My name is Piyush Akash, and throughout this playlist we will build our understanding from absolute fundamentals all the way to advanced Windows internals. This is a copy-paste coding playlist. This is script-free courses. We are going to understand every Windows API call, every memory structure, every executable format, and every technique from first principles. So, who is this course for? This series is designed for reverse engineers, malware analysts, red teamers, penetration testers, Windows developers, security researchers, and anyone curious about how Windows actually works under the hood. Let's discuss what is a malware. Let's answer the obvious question. What exactly is a malware? Malware literally means malicious software. The operating system or OS doesn't know whether a program is malware. Windows doesn't look executable and say, oh, this file is malware. To Windows, every executable like exe.dll is simply another program requesting operating system service. Whether software becomes malicious depends entirely on what it does. For example, reading file, allocating memory, creating a process, connecting to the network. All of these are perfectly legitimate on Windows operations. The same APIs are used by Microsoft Office, Chrome, Visual Studio, and malware. The difference is intent and behavior. Malware isn't a magic. One of the biggest misconceptions beginners have is that malware uses secret Windows APIs. It doesn't. Almost everything malware does relies on documented Windows functionalities. Example include virtual alloc, create process, read process memory, write process memory, etc. etc. You can see Microsoft documentation for read the API documentation. For example, this is the virtual alloc function documentation. It shows us syntax, parameters, and everything. These are normal Windows APIs available to every developer. The interesting part is in the API itself. It's how they combine. For example, we can use virtual alloc EX to allocate memory, write process memory to write shellcode into memory, then create remote thread for execute the shellcode. So, why learn malware development? There are many good reasons. First, if you understand offensive techniques, you become much better at defense. Second, reverse engineering become much easier because you will be common implementations and patterns, which means you can reverse engineer, reverse some application, and you can see some APIs, and you can understand what the behavior of this application. EDA direction start making sense. Instead of memorizing buzzword, you will understand what is actually happening in the memory. Finally, you will gain a deep understanding of Windows internals that applies for beyond malware. What will we build? Throughout this series, we will build many research-oriented components, like for example, PE parsers, shellcode loaders, API resolvers, PE walkers, export table parsers, manual PE loaders, etc. etc. So you don't need to know malware development already. However, you should have basic C programming knowledge with pointers and memory allocation. Also, computer architecture and Windows usage. If you already know C, which means you are ready. So, what we will not teach. I also want to set Expectations. This course is about to understand Windows internals and offensive engineering concept is in a controlled research context. We are not encouraging illegal activity or illegal things. The purpose is education, reverse engineering, defense understanding, and professional security research. If you are interested in Windows internals, reverse engineering, and low-level programming, you are in the right place. In the next episode, we will build our Malware Development lab from scratch, so everyone start with the same environment. If you enjoy this introduction, consider subscribing and let's start learning how Windows really works. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you.